will violate the Constitution na dapat isang complaint lang. So ang allegation kasi dito is that they did not follow their own rules. But sang-ayon ako sa iyo at kay Senator Win Gatchalian na are we all ready to look into that tonight and debate? Even tomorrow. Even tomorrow. This isn't a 15-minute discussion in accordance with the rules per senator. Malalim na diskusyon to kasi kung Supreme Court man is taking time to decide this. This will be precedent setting di ba? So, let me clarify in Tagalog. Dalawa ang pwede nating gawin, ituloy o ibasura. Ang dismissal, ibasura. I am not proposing na ibasura. Yun nga ang pakiusap ko kay Senator Bato, and I will restate it. Yung ituloy, dalawang klaseng ituloy. Bukas, babasahin, and then i-issue yung summons. But that will not stop Senator Bato or any one of us from questioning pag binasa ng prosecutors tomorrow, yan ba ay fourth impeachment complaint? Balik na naman tayo sa step 1 ngayon. Yung remand ay ibalik. Ibalik sa House at and maybe I can state it, Mr. President, no? So ang aking pong amendment ay ibalik sa House at ipa-certify sa House na number 1, including the circumstances, na hindi nila violate yung Constitution in entertaining more than one impeachment complaint in 1 year. Number 2, na interesado silang ituloy ang impeachment complaint. At pangatlo, yung tatlo yun, di ba? Yung pangatlo, Mr. President, is really the judges nung 20th kung anong gusto nilang gawin. So nasa atin yon, hindi sa House, no? Ang problema, Mr. President, hindi ang 19th Congress ang sasagot nito, yung 20th Congress. Kasi kahit sumagot bukas na gusto nilang tumuloy at i-certify nila, paano kung yung 20th Congress ibalik naman? So I'm open to an amendment to my amendment. I'm just saying I think there is wisdom now in not dismissing it, and there's nothing lost na ibalik ito sa Kongreso at ayusin nila yung isasubmit sa atin. Re-reiterate ko yung sinabi ko po kahapon o nung isang araw. Hindi nating kasalanan na last day of session, February 5. Marami po tayong kasalanan, hindi tayo naguhugas kamay. Pero hindi natin kasalanan na last day final, na yung pang-apat ang final, at nag-eleksyon habang final. So that is why there is wisdom in remanding it rather than dismissing it, or rather than ituloy natin bukas as if walang nangyari. Just a last point. I don't agree totally with Brother Robin na hindi natin ginawa yung legislative agenda, yung mga ipapasa. Pero nakita naman po natin, BICAM report na lang po The reality is, kung tutuloy natin yung debate until 10, 11 tonight, pagdating natin bukas mag-impeachment court, lahat ng mga BICAM na yon balik to square one. At marami doon ay sayang, pwede na talagang i-take up kaagad-agad, Mr. President. So the amendment is instead of dismissing, is ibalik sa Kongreso, and then subject to style, no? I-certify ng Kongreso na hindi nila nilabag ang Constitution in more than one filing, and number 2, na interesado silang ituloy at sino yung nakatak ng prosecutors nila, Mr. President.
Just to clarify, yung binabanggit po ninyo, Ginoo, na interesado pa at gusto pang ipursige ng Kongreso ang impeachment complaint na ito ay tumutukoy sa 20th Congress, hindi ng 19th Congress.
In my opinion, Mr. President, kasi kahit sumagot ang 19th na they're interested, they cannot bind the 20th Congress.
In that regard, the chair agrees because the chair has been saying from the start of these proceedings since late February that the trial will be conducted by the 20th Congress. Given the lateness of the hour that the impeachment complaint was filed, the most that the 19th Congress can do would be to issue summons and require the Vice President to answer the charges against her, and such are there other orders that we can make in the 19th Congress that may be used by the 20th Congress once it proceeds to trial. Pero tulad po ng binanggit nyo, tatawid ito tatawid ito, hindi rin paniniwala ko. At kung may mga pag-uutos man tayong gagawin, kaugnay niyan, makakadagdag yun sa argumento na ito'y tatawid sa 20th Congress. Having said that, the chair, the presiding officer, has every intention of issuing summons at the end of these proceedings. Again, in order to make sure that we make most out of the time of the 19th Congress, leading to the actual trial pag nagbukas na po ang 20th Congress sa July 28th.
Just a point of clarification.
Senator Poe is recognized. You may proceed, ma'am.
Since we have our two legal luminaries here. So if we remand it to Congress, will the presiding officer still issue a summons? Or are we going to wait for...
Yes.
Pwede ba yun? Na-remanda sa kanila pero we're still going through the process?
The motion of Senator Cayetano, he said, is subject to style. That's why the chair was earlier clarifying
I have no objection.
what the effect of that will be.
Yes. Mr. President.
Because
may I-
again, the intention of the presiding officer before we end the proceedings in the 19th Congress is to issue summons.
Yeah, Mr. President.
Okay,
So
no, no, no.
perhaps,
No, no.
perhaps,
What is the
let
goal, Mr.
Allow the
Presiding-
presiding officer to finish,
Yeah.
Your Honor. So perhaps we can entertain several orders to be issued by the court in order to address the concerns of Senator Bato and the other senator judges for information so that we can make a judgment once trial resumes in the 20th Congress, while at the same time requiring the Vice President, the respondent, to answer.
So what...
What is the pleasure of the lady?
Yes, just another clarification.
Yes, please.
Last. When we remand to Congress, what are we expecting them to comply with? Let's say we remand it to them, and then it takes them a day and they return it to us. Do we continue with our
I think
discussions here?
the point of Senator Judge Cayetano was clear earlier. That's why I asked for a clarification. Number one, for them to submit compliance requirements that they did not violate the one-year ban provided for in the Constitution, because as Senator Judges Ontiveros and Gatchalian mentioned earlier, and Senator Judge Pimentel, we cannot take judicial notice of these things. We need information emanating from the House of Representatives. And number two, for the members of the 20th Congress to so indicate that they are still persisting with the case, given that the trial will be held by and under the 20th Congress. This presupposes the earlier statement made by the presiding officer and some members of the court that the 19th and 20th cannot bind. The 19th Congress cannot bind the 20th Congress. The 19th House cannot bind the 20th House. Same is true with the 19th Senate. It cannot bind the 20th Senate. Senator Villanueva.
Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer, I think maganda po na mapag-usapan ito at nakakataba ng puso that we are moving forward. Ako po hindi isang abogado at alam ko po na ang impeachment proceeding ay sui generis, a class of its own, and I am more than willing to be schooled by our legal luminaries here in this August chamber, Mr. President. Unang tanong ko po sana kanina at sinagot po kaagad ng ating kasamahan, Senator Judge Alan Cayetano, hindi po tantamount to dismissal ang remanding. Ang pangalawang tanong ko po, Ginoong Pangulo, Mr. Presiding Officer, will this anyhow delay the impeachment proceedings na ating ginagalawan ngayon, considering we did not just constitute as an impeachment court, tayo po ngayon ay nag-convene na as an impeachment court. Hindi po ba ito madidelay? At meron po bang, is this time-bound, Mr. President? Ito pong pinag-uusapan natin ngayon. We are asking this since there was an indication by Vice President herself na merong right to speedy disposition of cases. Thank you, Mr. President.
Para sagutin ang katanungan, ni Senator Judge Villanueva. Tulad ng sinabi ng presiding officer kanina, matapos ma-issue ang summons, mabibigyan ng 10 araw mula sa pagkakatanggap noon ang nasasakdal para magbigay ng kanyang kasagutan. Pagkatapos noon, kung ninanais ng prosecution, maaari silang magsumite ng reply. Makalipas ang 5 araw, matapos nilang matanggap yung sagot ng nasasakdal doon sa summons at sa copy ng complaint. Aabot na tayo ng halos patapos na ng buwan ng Hunyo o humigit kumulang June 26, depende kung kailan nila matatanggap at depende kung kailan natin matatanggap. Titigil ang paglilitis dahil wala ng authority ang mga prosecutor na magpatuloy pa sa kapasidad na yon dahil tapos na ang kanilang termino sa ilalim ng 19th Congress. Hindi rin pwede mag-function ang mga private prosecutors kung meron man dahil ang kanilang otoridad ay nanggaling sa mga kongresistang natapos na yung termino. So walang mangyayari mula June 30 hanggang July 28 pag-resume muli ng Kongreso. Ang pagkakaunawa ko sa motion ni Senator Cayetano ay habang naghihintay tayo sa panahong ito, dahil nga wala tayong sapat na kaalaman para pagpasahan itong masalimuot na isyong ito na binanggit ni Senator Judge Bato de la Rosa, pwede tayong mag-issue ng mga kautusan para tugunan ng prosecution man o ng nasasakdal para sa gayon sa pag-convene ng 20th Congress at ng impeachment court muli sa ilalim ng 20th Congress. Kompleto at hawak na natin ang mga dokumentong kailangan natin na binabanggit na ilan sa mga senator judges ngayon kaugnay sa issue na binanggit ni Senator Bato o kung may iba pang issue na nais i-bring up ng sinumang senator judge, pwedeng ipaloob sa kautusang yon ng impeachment court na ito sa prosecution man o sa panig man ng nasasakdal.
So,
Mr.
Mr. President, I
just
still
to-
have the floor. May I know if I still have the floor?
This is
Senator Villanueva-
actually a point of order. We will not touch on the subject. Just to improve our processes or our procedure, Mr. President. Tingnan nyo kayo, nakapagsalita kayo, sa pagkakaunawa ko, ito ang motion ni Senator Cayetano. Approve, mag-motion subject to style. Kung pwede po, iwasan natin yun. We are now a court. Hindi tayo mag-approve ng motion subject to style. The motion must be accurately, succinctly stated. Ano ang gusto ninyong ma-achieve, i-move ninyo, then we will decide. No motion subject to style. Delikado yun. Tapos delikado, kaya tingnan mo, kanya-kanyang pag-unawa tayo kasi actually, Mr. President, kahit abogado ako, hindi ko na nasundan yung kahaba-habang manifestation ninyo eh. Hindi ko na po nasundan yun. So, let us now state the motion as amended properly, clearly, and correctly. Then let's process it in accordance with parliamentary rules of procedure. That's my suggestion, Mr.
Your Honor, we have not yet and we are not yet acting on the motion. This is part of the discussions, given that everything is being made of record and not being discussed in the back rooms. And I think this will, if at all, enrich the records so that the people and, if at all, in the future, they can look back to these debates and see how things have developed as it was originally proposed. Senator Villanueva, you may proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. And that's the main reason, Mr. President, that this representation would continue to ask the movant. And as earlier mentioned, Mr. President, we are ready to be schooled by our legal luminaries here in this August chamber because this is the first time I'm hearing the word remanding, Mr. President. And that's why I wanted to understand. Because, Mr. President, kung hindi po mai-impede ang impeachment court na ating ginagalawan ngayon in performing its constitutional duties and obligations, then I have no problems, Mr. President, in supporting the motion. And that's the main reason why I wanted to ask, Mr. President, yung tungkol din po doon sa time-bound, hanggang kailan po ito? Kailan natin sasabihin yung hindi madidelay dahil yung defense panel, pati yung prosecution, ayaw natin na masayang yung oras po nila. They have the right, Mr. President, na madinig at dinggin ang kanilang mga issues, Mr. President.
Mr. President?
So if I would,
May I answer?
I was eliciting an answer, Mr. President, to the
Senator
gentleman from
Judge
Taguig.
Cayetano is recognized
Thank
to
you.
answer with the indulgence of Senator Judge
Yes.
Ontiveros.
I-
You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Senator Intiveros. To answer the Minority Leader, Senator Judge Pimentel, and Senator Judge Villanueva, first, meron bang delay? As far as I can see po, wala. Kasi kapag tinuloy natin tomorrow yung reading, i-issue nyo rin naman yung summons 10 days, possible reply 5 days. So 15 days plus 11, June 26. Very basic din po sa mga huwes na mas gusto nilang sila mismo nakakakita sa sagot ng mga witnesses because hindi lang yung salita ng bibig, pero yung body language o yung actions. So even if we're going to have a trial on 26, ako, sasabihin ko, 26, tapos magsususpend tayo ng 30. Magpapalit tayo, July or August tayo magpapalit ng 12. So I think it would be wiser na yung 24 na ang mag-hear talaga sa August. Bagkus, tingin ko lalong bibilis. Bakit? Because kapag ka ang issue mo, whether unconstitutional yung articles of impeachment, mahabang diskusyon yon. So by returning it to the House of Representatives, you're giving them the opportunity to make it very clear. It's akin, Mr. President, to a certification, to certify non-forum shopping. So sa mga korte natin, dahil bawal na kung saan-saan ka mag-file, magfa-file ka ng non-forum shopping. No, so I'll make that clear. Pasensya na, I take it very well, Minority Leader, yung sinabi mong wag subject to style. It was because I was using our two official languages, Filipino and English, in explaining. That's why subject to style, no? The last thing I want to answer is that I don't think there is anything anomalous about returning it to the House but yet issuing the summons. It's not usual, but it's not anomalous. Why? If we send it back to the House for them to certify, pinadala mo rin naman yung same articles sa defendant or sa vice president para sagutin. So pagbalik natin ng July or August at sinabi nila hindi na sila interesado, for the record na yung sagot ng vice president. Kung sinabing tuloy, yun din naman yung sagot. Kasi hindi po natin sinasabi na pag niremand o sinaole o binalik sa House of Representatives ay pwede nilang palitan yung articles of impeachment. Hindi nila pwedeng palitan.
Yes.
Ang pwede lang nilang gawin ay i-certify nga at ibigay sa atin yung circumstances para hindi na tayo mag-judicial notice, hindi na tayo magsupina. So kung nandito sa harap ko ngayon yung prosecutors at sinabi lang, walang violation to, tatanungin ko pa sila isa-isa, kailan pinail yung una? Kailan pinail yung pangalawa? Totoo bang hindi tinanggap? Totoo bang ganito? Pero pag binigay nila sa atin na certified na, no? Meaning pinirmahan nila at pinirma ng mga may hawak ng dokumento, we can decide based on that. And it will give us time. So to try to articulate the motion, no? I move to amend the motion of Senator De La Rosa to dismiss. And instead, I move that we return the articles of impeachment to the House until such time that they certify to us that they did not violate the Constitution, in particular, the filing of more than one impeachment in a year. And number two, a communication from the 20th Congress that they will pursue the impeachment against the Vice President. So let me stop there, Mr. President, and I hope I stated it correctly.
Senator Ontiveros is recognized.
Salamat, Mr. Presiding Officer. Para lang mag-ambag pa sa diskusyon, ninonote ko po yung amendment sa motion na ginawa ni Senator Judge De La Rosa at nag-object pa rin po ako sa motion na yan. Pero una po, dun sa point ni Senator Judge De La Rosa na a motion to dismiss is inherent in the powers of every judicial or quasi-judicial body. Hindi po ito totoo. Sa katunayan, maraming rules of procedure actually sinasabi na ang motion to dismiss ay prohibited pleading. Gaya po ng rules of procedure na nag-govern sa mga intercorporate controversies. At kahit pa po kung kailan sila pinapayagan, kung kailan pinapayagan yung motion to dismiss, a motion to dismiss is a litigious motion at hindi po pwedeng i-grant na hindi binibigyan yung affected party ng pagkakataon na marinig. Hindi lang po yan ang gusto kong puntuhin talaga, Mr. Presiding Officer. The one-year bar rule has already been clarified in the case of Gutierrez versus House of Representatives Committee on Justice, GR number 193459, February 15, 2011, gaya ng kinote din ni Senator Judge Poe. The court in re explained that multiple impeachment complaints can be filed basta't iisang referral lamang sa Committee on Justice ang ginawa. Hindi po nilalabag yung 1987 Constitution. Gutierrez explains the rationale for this and I quote, ibang quote po sa quote ni Senator Judge Poe. It becomes clear that the consideration behind the intended limitation refers to the element of time and not to the number of complaints. The impeachable officer should defend himself in only one impeachment proceeding so that he will not be precluded from performing his official functions and duties. Similarly, Congress should run only one impeachment proceeding so as not to leave it with little time to attend to its main work of lawmaking. The doctrine laid down in Francisco that initiation means filing and referral remains congruent to the rationale of the constitutional provision. At sa ating sirkumstansya, Mr. Presiding Officer, iisa lang ang impeachment case na kasalukuyang dinidinig. At precisely, arguments for or against should not be debated by us alone. Kaya nga po't inuulit ko yung posisyon ko na respetuhin natin ang due process at bigyan yung parties ng oportunidad, madinig at oras, panahon, isumite yung comments sa isyung ito. Sa totoo lang po, ang proper pleading ay motion to quash. Pero hindi naman po ito ginagawa ng Senator Judge. Ito po ay fina-file ng defense. Pareho sa Estrada, impeachment, at Corona, impeachment. Motions to quash were filed by the defense before the impeachment trials. Yung prosecution sa mga kasong iyon ay binigyan ng oportunidad na mag-oppose. At pagkatapos ng lahat ng iyan, ang impeachment courts ay dinismiss yung motions to quash on the basis of presumption of regularity and parliamentary courtesy. Mr. Presiding Officer, kesyo motion to dismiss o motion to remand, isa lang po yan. O motion to return, iisa lang po iyang lahat. It is an effective termination of the impeachment. Remanding is a functional dismissal. Return is a functional dismissal. Para po sa akin, parang dinribble natin ng matagal tapos ipapasa natin ulit ang bola. Hindi po kailangang ibalik ang articles of impeachment sa House of Representatives para hingin ang sagot nila sa isyung ito. Kailangan lang po silang hingan ng komento. Asking the defense to comment fulfills this. Payagan lang natin sila mag-submit ng compliance. That's it. Salamat po, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Before recognizing Senators Bato, Senator Judges Bato, Tolentino, and Gatchalian, Chair would like to respond in the hope of giving clarity to some of the points raised by Senator Judge Ontiveros. The Chair agrees that this is with the point that an order should be made for them to submit compliance. And the Chair views this motion as having that effect. Because as the Chair said earlier, the presiding officer said earlier, this will not and does not constitute a dismissal because afterwards, after we settle this issue, and I think Senator Judge Cayetano also clarified that, the same is true with Senator Judge Villanueva, this is in no way a dismissal, because we will be issuing summons after this, as stated by the chair already earlier. I think it would be a mischaracterization as to the intent of the court, that is the desired effect. The desired effect, or the effect of this, would be for orders to be issued to the House of Representatives to comply with the 2 points raised by Senator Cayetano, and for the issuance of summons to proceed thereafter. Hence, that proves that this is not a dismissal in any shape, size, or form. Senator Trentino is recognized.
Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer, just for the record, I heard something about the lack of President relative to dismissal. Noong pong nakaraang taon, nagkaroon po ng impeachment case si Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas ng U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Case was dismissed
Schumer.
without holding a full trial, Mr. President. So marami pong sinasite na instances dito sa US Senate, pero that's the latest, Mr. President. No full trial conducted. Voting was done along party lines with a score of 51-49, and Secretary Mayorkas of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's case, he was acquitted. Just for the record, Mr. President.
Senator
Dismiss.
Judge Gatchalian, thereafter, Senator Judge De La Rosa. You may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding Officer. Mr. Presiding Officer, una-una, papasalamat po kay Senator Judge Alan Cayetano sa napakalinaw niyang eksplanasyon kanina. At marami ho siyang sinabing punto na intindihan ho natin. Pero Mr. Presiding Officer, sa pagkaintindi ko, kung hindi naman po makakadelay ang pagre-remand, bakit hindi na lang ho natin ituloy yung trial proper at doon na ho natin pag-usapan ho to? Ako ho, hindi naman ako nag-o-object sa remand. No? Hindi rin ako nag-o-object sa dismiss kung maganda po yung argumento. Pero nakikita ko, ilalabas rin ho to ng defense team sa kanilang presentation. At dito ho natin makikita mabuti yung ebidensya, yung argumento, at maririnig rin ho natin sa kabila, sa prosecution team, kung ano yung kanilang argumento. Dahil kung ito ay ibabalik ho natin by remanding, I'm sure isa-certify rin ho nila na ito ay constitutionally sound. No? So doon na lang ho natin sana pakinggan sa trial proper dahil magkakaroon ho tayo ng oportunidad na tanungin ho sila. Magkakaroon ho tayo ng oportunidad na diretsang matanong ho sila at kausapin. Kaya nakikita ko ho na by entering into this trial proper, mas magiging transparent, mas magiging fair, at higit sa lahat, ang due process ho, ma-exercise ho natin. Pero naintindihan ko po yung explanation ho ni Senator Judge Alan Cayetano. Pero para sa akin po, ulitin ko, ito po para sa akin ay premature na pag-usapan ho ngayon dahil hindi pa ho natin nakikita yung dokumento. At mas maganda ho na mabigyan po ng oportunidad both sides, the prosecution and the defense, na ipakita yung kanilang mga argumento. Maraming salamat, Mr. President.
Thank you. After Senator Bato, let's may the presiding officer suggest that we proceed to a vote, given that we have adequately deliberated on the matter. Senator De La Rosa is recognized. You may proceed.
Correct, Mr. President. That is what I am about to manifest before this August chamber. That so much explanations and discussions and debates have been made. Can we please divide the House in order to rule on my motion, Mr. President?
Senator, before acting on the motion of Senator Judge De La Rosa, Senator Judge Pimentel, you may proceed, sir.
Yes, Mr. President. So, meron na palang properly stated motion. Medyo mahaba-haba din yun. And,
Senator
the-
Cayetano, I believe, stated it earlier.
yes, the word is return. So, sabi ko nga, kung ang synonym ng forthwith ay immediate, may synonym din po ang dismiss. Yan po ay remand at saka return. Lalo na kung makita natin that the return is not necessary to achieve the goals of the Senate President. Let's just do what the Supreme Court does when it has a case. Let's issue an advisory. Okay. Bigyan natin ng summons para kay impeached officer. Mag-advisory tayo sa House Panel of Prosecutors. In addition to the answer filed by the impeached officer, anticipate na natin yun. Answer the following questions raised during the hearing of the Senate as impeachment court. Anong date ngayon? On June 10. And then we can even write down the questions that we want them to answer. It's addressable by an advisory. Hindi ko nakikita bakit dinadala kami sa dismissal, remand, return, whatever is the term, Mr. President. Hindi ko alam bakit kailangan tayo bakit ba tayo namimilipit na ipasok ang isang word that is a synonym or can mean dismissal. I do not understand when a mere advisory can help the court, Mr. President. That's all I want to say.
Senator Bato has a motion. Do you want to say?
That is
Senator
why,
Bato is recognized.
Mr. President, that is why we are going to put this into a vote to settle everything.
Before acting on the motion of Senator De La Rosa for the clarification of some of our colleagues, the motion of Senator Cayetano is to quote return
Mr. President,
to the House the issues raised by Senator De La Rosa for the purpose of issuing an order that will require compliance with a one-year ban and for the House to issue a resolution affirming their intent to prosecute the case during trial in the 20th Congress.
and for the record, Mr. President, I changed the word remand to return, a non-legal term, to make it plain. So it is in no means a dismissal, Mr. President. Kung dismissal din lang, bumalik tayo sa original na
Your Honor, that
just
is-
to emphasize that it isn't, and just to answer Senator Win na why remand, because the original motion was to dismiss, and I understand why they want it to dismiss. This is a compromise that I feel is both practical and idealistic, Mr. President, in my view, Mr. President.
Again, this will not constitute a dismissal, Senator Judge Pimentel, because as the presiding officer said earlier, we will be issuing summons. after
Why
this vote.
use dangerous words, Mr. President? At saka yung pag-restate mo, ang layo na sa return the issues ang sinabi mo. Wala ko narinig
please,
yun. That's why, Mr. President, ganito na lang gawin natin. Mahaba-haba rin yung supposed to be accurately, clearly stated motion. Can we write it down? Can we flash it? Para makita na natin yung fixed wording. Because I never heard return the issues. Ngayon ko lang narinig sa presiding officer. Kaya magulo, sobrang gulo, Mr. President.
Can we have the Honorable Cayetano restate the motion? Do you want it printed, Coco?
Mr. President, I don't think magulo dun sa pabor eh. Magulo dun sa hindi pabor. Because I restated it already, Mr. President. Whether we use the word remand, whether we use the word return, there is nothing in the Constitution, in our rules, given not only the point na sui generis ang classification ng ating court, yung time na final, yung ating gagawin, this will actually expedite everything. If you map it out, Mr. President, kung anong mangyayari, mas bibilis pa nga dito. Kaya sa akin, Mr. President, bago magbago ang isip ni Senator Bato, we've clarified as much as it can be clarified. So maybe we can just vote on it, Mr. President.
There is a motion made by Senator Bato, amended by
Mr.
Senator
President, before you
Cayetano.
continue, can I invoke Rule 14? So kung may motion, all motions, etc., or any senator shall require it, they shall be committed to writing. Mr. President, I am requiring that it be committed to writing and flashed on the screen para makita natin the details of the motion, Mr. President.
Mr. President, can they type it as I narrate it? Then we can edit it together. Then may I remind everyone that we're already in the period of voting, so it cannot be interrupted anymore. But no, it's in good. Nagtawag na siya. But we will follow. Tama yung motion mo, Mr. Minority Leader. So we will narrate it and so that it will be typewritten.
Can the Secretariat coordinate with Senator Cayetano now while I recognize Senator Judge Binay? What is the pleasure of Senator Judge Binay?
Just one clarificatory question, Mr.
Yes, Your
Presiding
Honor.
Justice. Ano ho ang mangyayari dun sa complaint kung hindi tanggapin ng House yung pagsoli natin?
Hindi po natin, ulitin ko po, hindi po sinosoli yung complaint in the stricted sense of the word dahil nga po, pagkatapos natin pagbotohan to, ano man na mangyari, mag-i-issue po tayo ng summons para pasagutin. Ang pagkakaunawa ko sa layuning ito na kinaklarify na ngayon ay para utusan ng Kamara na magsumite ng paliwanag at compliance sa mga katanungan na ipinukol kanina ng ilang senator judges. Hindi po ito dismissal. Let
Mr.
us
Presiding
disabuse the minds not only of the public but of the senator judges too, that this is tantamount to a dismissal in any shape, size, or form. It is not. And that is not the understanding of the presiding officer as well.
Pero, Mr. Presiding Justice, di ba ang Tagalog po ng return ay isole?
Hintayin po natin i-clarify. Pero pinapaliwanag ko nga po, ang pagkakaunawa ko at sinagot ng movant ay hindi yan dismissal. Those who are against the motion, if at all, can think and say all they want that it is. But it is not, and this will soon be proven by the issuance of a summons right after the vote, regardless of the outcome.
So, Mr. Presiding Justice, hindi pwedeng baliwalain ng House of Representatives yung motion na gagawin natin, assuming na it will be...
Utos po ng husgado yon sa Kamara na tumatayong prosecutor sa ngayon sa 19th Congress at maski na sa 20th Congress. Ito'y magiging dagdag patunay para sa presiding officer na itong kasong to ay tatawid sa ika-20 Kongreso at hindi mamamatay sa ika-19 na Kongreso.
Another clarification, I'm sorry, but I think
Ready na ba kayo?
kasi yung unang posisyon ng ating presiding officer is we cannot compel the 20th Congress to be bound by our decisions. On the other hand, my question is, kung kunwari bukas matuloy yung trial natin at pumunta dito yung mga House prosecutors, hindi ba natin pwedeng tanungin sa kanila sa puntong yon na iklaro na nila yung mga tanong natin at tama din yung sinabi ni Senator Win na mas transparent ang sagot nila kasi hindi pwede yung sila-sila na nag-uusap, isasubmit sa atin. We want to see how they're able to come up with that response and also how they're going to be defending it live with us.
That's for the 20th Congress to decide.
Why?
That was what was discussed earlier. Kaya nga po, di ba, ang paliwanag, napakahabang diskusyon at debate ito, hindi natin kayang pagpasan. Yan ang sinabi ng karamihan. Hindi tayo pwede mag-judicial notice ng mga bagay-bagay na ito. Kaya nga po, para hindi masayang oras, pinapasumite natin sila habang wala naman tayong pwedeng gawin at magawa. Dahil nga matatapos ang otoridad ng 19th Congress sa June 30. At hindi rin pa po trial ito dahil mag-i-issue pa lamang po tayo ng summons ngayong araw na ito kung saan meron ngang takdang panahon para sumagot ang nasasakdal at kung sakasakali magbigay pa ng reply ang prosecution bago po tayo pumasok dun sa presentasyon ng ebidensya ng magkabilang panig na siyang pinatutungkulan talaga ng trial. I think we should not belabor the point anymore. Senator Bato de la Rosa earlier made the motion, and Senator Pimentel required that it be put in writing. May we see it, sir, if it is ready? Lalabas, it should come out in the screen. Ready po ba, ready?
Mr. President,
Session is suspended.
Okay, so mga kaibigan, mukhang nasuspend po ang sesyon patungkol po sa impeachment trial laban, or let's say hindi pa to trial kundi session po ito patungkol sa impeachment laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Pero narinig naman natin na ito ay hindi pa to trial, no? Kundi ay posible pa tong tumawid sa 28th Congress, no? At yun. Oras po, 8:41 PM Philippine Standard Time. Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat at sa ating mga kababayan, no? Ngayon ay Martes, June 10, 2025, no? So, mabilisan na usapan lamang po ito, mga kapatid, dahil halos parang kanina pa yata sila nag-uusap, no? Okay, so ngayon po ang pag-uusapan natin ay patungkol sa nangyaring issue po sa GB Florida. Ayan, kung saan 6 po na bus ang nagkarerahan sa Nueva Vizcaya at sinuspindi na po ito ng DOTR dahil sa nasabing stunt po na pinull out po ng 6 na bus. Yes po, 6 na bus po ng GB Florida na ruta po na tingnan ko kung anong route. Okay, so nitong Martes po, ayan, nasuspindi po ni Transportation Secretary Vince Dizon ang development po nitong Martes, noting that the buses flying the Santa Ana to Sampaloc and the Baguio to Apayao routes are suspended. Ibig sabihin po, suspendido po ng 30 araw. At magsisimula po ito sa June 11. Okay, makita ko po yung screen. So, nakikita ba? Nakikita. Sana kita naman eh. So, ayan. Wait, nakikita ba? Wait. Check ko. So, ayun nga. So, yung ruta na nabanggit ko po ay ang 15 bus po ng GB Florida Transport Incorporated, na kung saan 6 na bus po ang nagkarerahan dito. Parang Fast and the Furious to, no? Okay, so ang nasuspindi po na ruta ng mga bus na ito ay ang Santa Ana to Sampaloc and the Baguio to Apayao routes. Ayan, ako po. So kung hindi niyo pa po alam, ang GB Florida po ay nasangkot dati sa isang aksidente na ikinasawi po ng isang artist na si Tado. Ayan, kung maaalala niyo po. Ayan, nasuspindi po ang GB Florida dati nung nangyari po ang insidente na yun back in 2010 or 11. So, basahin po natin, mga kapatid, ang statement po mula sa GB Florida. Ayan. So, ito po. Official statement po ito galing sa GB Florida. Official statement. We sincerely apologize about the circulating issue regarding the fast-forward footage. Ayan, so nakita nyo po. Fast-forward po yung video, no? And wala po siyang audio, obviously. Posted by Carlo Carbonell. the content does not align with our company's values and standards, we are currently addressing the matter internally, and we assure the public that the safety and well-being of our passengers is our top priority. Thank you for your continued support and understanding. G Florida Transport Corporation. So, naging fair naman yung DOTR sa pag-implement ng suspension laban sa kumpanya, and although yes, fair po yung naging suspension po ng GV Florida, hindi po buong kumpanya ang nasuspende. Buti. Okay, so yun po ang naging statement ng GV Florida, and sana naman yung mga ibang bus driver po dyan ng mga kumpanya is maging masunurin po tayo sa kalsada at huwag po tayo maging makulit o kamote sa kalsada. Okay po, oras is 8:45 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. So next naman na pag-uusapan natin, yes po, dalawa ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon, which is ang pagkaalis po or pag-alis po ni VP Sara Duterte sa Pilipinas. Ayan. So, ito ang statement pala sa OVP or Office of the Vice President. Vice President Sara Duterte is traveling to the Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia on a personal trip with her family. Hindi po kasama si FPRD o si former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. In the course of her visit, she is scheduled to attend the Independence Day celebration and engage in an OVP or Office of the Vice President program consultation with overseas Filipino workers or OFWs on June 12 or June 12. Ayan. So, naglabas din naman ng statement ang OVP, no? Hindi siya kagaya ng nangyari kay Alice Guo nitong 2024 yata. Yeah, itong 2024 or 2023. I'm not sure. Marami po kasi ang nagsasabi na kasing tulad po ito sa nangyari kay Alice itong 2024. Huh? So, let me clear na hindi po ito katulad ni Alice Guo. Ayan. So, sa mga nagsasabi po na katulad po siya sa nangyari kay Alice Guo, hindi po. Kasi si Alice Guo po, 2 or 3 countries yata ang binisitan. Yan. Bukod sa Malaysia ay sa Indonesia pa yata. Wait, tingnan natin kung saan ba siya nagto. Tingnan natin. So, yeah. Hindi po siya kagaya ni Alice Guo na sa backdoor po dumaan para makaalis po sa Pilipinas. At syempre po, opinion ko lang, dapat sinuspindi po ang pasaporte ng Vice Presidente. Although, naging reasonable naman yung alis niya. Although marami din pong nagsasabi na tinatakasan lang niya yung impeachment laban sa kanya. Well, naging reasonable naman yung kanyang pag-alis at hindi naman po ito reason para takasan po ang kanyang impeachment. Although hindi ko po siya kinakampihan dahil po sa kanyang pagkakamali na minura niya ang Presidente, First Lady at ang House Speaker. Ayan. Hindi ko po siya kinakampihan. And again, we do not condone any of those acts whatsoever. Ayan. So, Alice Guo escapade. Escape route. Ayan. So, saan ba nagtungo si Alice Guo? Wait lang. Ayan. So, na-dismiss po si Alice Guo nitong 2024. Ayan. So, wait. So, nanggaling po si Alice Guo sa Kuala Lumpur. Ayan, sa Jakarta, Indonesia, at saka sa wait lang. Okay, so hindi po natin alam kung saan po siya nagtungo, pero sabi ay ayun sa Kuala Lumpur and sa Jakarta, Indonesia. Sa backdoor nga po siya nagtungo, and like I said, hindi po siya kagaya ni yung pag-alis po ni Vice President Sara Duterte is hindi po siya kagaya ni Bamban Tarlac Mayor Alice Guo. Subalit, naging reasonable naman po ang okay, so 8:50 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. Wala po muna tayong commercial break kasi nga limitado na po ang ating oras. No? Or sige, commercial break na tayo. At bago po yan, na-notice naman natin yung bagong rebrand ng Komentaryong Diretso. Manonotice nyo po yan siguro sa pagkatapos po ng okay, hindi pa. So hindi pa nalagay yung yung current branding or yung bagong rebrand po ng Komentaryong Diretso. Okay. So like I said po, nag-rebrand na po yung Tambayang Cuadro and yung Komentaryong Diretso, which is mukhang hindi pa at I think hindi yata yun na-download ng POC natin. Pero yeah. Okay, so diyan lang po kayo. Magbabalik lang po ang Komentaryong Diretso pagkatapos po ng ilang patalastas. I mean short break. Diyan lang kayo.
Ang numero unong kailangan sa ngayon, extra strong ka dapat para di ka mawasak ng anumang hamong ibigay sa'yo. Ang hanap ng Red Horse Beer, extra strong na tulad mo. Lakas. Tama. Kayang tumindig at harapin ang mga pagsubok na parating. Panatag ang loob na bukas na namnamin mo ang iyong tagumpay. Lakas ng tama pero di wasak sa hamon ng bukas.
Red Horse Extra Strong, the #1 extra strong beer in the world.
Drink responsibly.
Naku, ubos na load ko. Palista kaya ulit ako kay Aling Nena. Walang abala, di ka na lalabas. Kaya palang magpalista ng load sa Borrow Load. Mag-borrow load sa GCash.
Subject to eligibility. Terms and conditions apply. Borrow Load is powered by Fuse Financing Incorporated. Fuse Financing Incorporated is supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas and regulated by the Securities and Exchange Commission. Kindly review the terms and conditions in the disclosure statement before proceeding with the loan transaction. GCash is supervised by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. www.bsp.gov.ph. Visit the GCash website or help center to know more.
Kakain ka na lang, pinagtaya mo pa?
Pusta de peligro yan!
Uutang ka pa para makapaglaro?
Pusta de peligro yan!
Hindi ka na makabayad ng bills, kakahabol ng talo?
Pusta de peligro yan!
Ang gaming, dapat fun lang. Pag pusta de peligro na, pause na muna. DigiPlus is the parent organization of Bingo Plus, Arena Plus, and GameZone. Visit pagcor.ph/regulatory or email keepitfun@pagcor.ph. Gaming for 21 years old and above only. Game responsibly. Keep it fun.
Miss, pabili ng Farex B?
ha? Ayaw ko ng iba.
Buong Pilipinas ay far excited! Hindi nagpapahinto sa ngalay, tusok, manhid sa tulong ng Farex Vitamin B1, B6, B12 with proper diet and healthy lifestyle.
If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Madalas nangangasim ang tiyan? Maaring acid yan. Pag may acid, Suprasid. Tandaan ang United Home Suprasid.
Unilab yan.
Sodium bicarbonate is the generic name of United Home Suprasid. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Tandaan ang mga tipid tips para mapanatiling mababa ang konsumo ng kuryente at komportable ang pamumuhay ngayong tag-init. Linising maigi ang fan blades ng ventilador upang lumakas ang hangin at mapanatiling matipid sa konsumo. I-defrost ang freezer kapag lumampas na sa 1/4 pulgada ang yelo at siguraduhin laging nakasara ang pintuan ng ref para hindi sumingaw ang lamig. Sa masinop na paggamit ng kuryente, masisigurong tuloy-tuloy ang daloy ng kuryente saan man sa bansa. Ang paalalang ito ay mula sa NGCP.
Okay. Ayan, so nagbabalik po ang komentaryong diretso at oras 8:55 p.m. Philippine Standard Time. Okay, kasama po natin si Lucho Pascabales at si Preapple Tomato. Pamaya-maya po ay Tambayan 4+2 at sana naman nakalimutan ng TUC yung bagong branding ng komentaryong diretso, pero wag naman sana sa Tambayan 4 kasi ayoko makita yung logo na ginawa ko na kapangit-pangit na walang effort. Diyos meo, Marimar. Okay po, pasahin lang po natin ng saglit itong lumabas sa balita patungkol sa pagka-acquit ni Pura Luca Vega patungkol po sa buwisit pa tayo mabuksan. Okay, so narinig natin yung
With 18 affirmative votes, 5 negative votes, 0 abstention, the motion of Senator Cayetano is carried. What is the
yan, so
pleasure
kung
of
makikita
Senator Judge Tolentino?
natin.
Mr. President, my affirmative vote is subject to my qualifying continuing
Ayan, so nagpapatuloy
firm stand
natin
that
special
the
coverage.
acts of the 19th Congress's impeachment trial court cannot be carried over to the 20th Congress. It has reference to the number 2 paragraph of the amended Senator Judge Cayetano's motion, amending Senator De La Rosa's motion. Please have the said be part of the records of this trial court. Naniniwala po ako na hindi po talaga pwede at dapat tumawid. Salamat po, Mr. Presiding Officer.
Duly noted and entered into the records. Senator Estrada, Senator Judge Estrada, you may proceed, sir.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, having previously served 2 terms in the Senate and participated in an impeachment proceeding in the past, I can confidently say that I am no longer inexperienced when it comes to handling matters related to the impeachment process. Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer, personally, malalim po ang hugot ko sa issue ng impeachment dahil minsan ang pinagdaanan namin ito ng aming pamilya. Nung ma-impeach ang aking ama, si dating Pangulong Joseph Estrada, nung panahon ng panunungkulan niya, hindi siya nabigyan ng patas na paglilitis dahil naudlot ito bunsod ng pag-walk out ng mga miyembro ng prosecution panel sa kalagitnaan ng isinasagawang pagdinig noon ng Senado. And the rest, as they say, is history. That's why I feel strongly about following each step in the Constitution. It is a sensitive matter that I take to heart. Mr. President, Mr. Presiding Officer, I vote in favor of remanding the impeachment complaint to the House of Representatives in full adherence to the provisions laid down in our Constitution. The process clearly begins in the House, and it is only proper that we respect this mandate to ensure fairness, due process, and institutional integrity. However, the process should be strictly done in accordance with the Constitution and applicable laws or procedure. Ginoong Tagapangulo, makailang beses ko nang nasabi ito, na ang impeachment trial ay nagdudulot lamang ng pagkawatak-watak sa ating bansa. Gayunpaman, bilang halal na lingkod bayan, batid ko ang mabigat na responsibilidad na kaakibat ng pagiging isang senador. Ang umupo bilang isang hurado sa impeachment trial at nakahanda akong tuparin ito. Sa mandatong sinumpaan ko, tungkulin ko